You said Leader Watson like we were about to get right into it.
No, but I hope it started in the middle of you saying that. Okay. Now, should I say Leader Watson?
It did. It started perfectly on time.
Leader
The stream started
Watson.
with me. The stream started with me saying it sounded like you were gonna get started with the way you said leader. Whatever I said earlier. It
Yep.
started right when I said that sentence.
Great. Okay. We have one dead Pokemon.
Not the worst death in the world though.
No.
Definitely rough. You have Sharpedo, but it's your only dark type that you lost, but
Wait, why does Magnezone kill everything?
because
Oh,
it
because of
fucking
explosion.
presses explode.
Why would it explode?
It kills.
How do I make it not explode? Wait, how does explosion even work?
Same way rollout works.
So it's just more likely the more dead it is?
Yeah.
Okay. How do we convince it to not go boom?
I'm gonna be so for real. I don't think you do that.
Wait, don't I just outspeed? Oh, but it has sturdy.
Yeah, this Magnazone's easily the toughest part of the fight.
So
How
I
does
would need it to not boom on the second turn?
how does Hitmonchan look against this? Not good enough.
Nope.
Because how does Toxicroak look?
Just
No.
as fun.
I'm gonna be honest, I have a feeling you probably won't have a safe way to deal with this Magnezone.
Well, the only thing that doesn't get one tapped is, is this thing.
The only problem with Donphan is that you're probably gonna want it later into the fight.
Oh, absolutely. And it dies to explosion.
I I would
Right.
suggest I think I would suggest figuring out how to deal with everything else and then circle back.
Yeah, but what comes out is going to depend on.
Yeah, but you can figure that out later.
Just get a better idea of what I need to bring.
Yeah, I think that's probably your best bet.
Okay, let's do some scouting. How do you deal with a lantern?
Um, Great question. I think I usually manage to get like a seismitoad for this, and I think you have to rare candy it, but usually worth. Well, Serena doesn't look too bad into it. It just sucks that it's slower.
That's not the thing I wanted to click. What's the thing I'm trying to think of?
Trickle seed.
Wait,
You got this.
there it is. Jesus Christ. I didn't have it. I don't know why you had any faith in me.
What if you did muscle band? Well, no, you can't
Does
because you would
95.
need
Huh?
you would need uh a berry probably.
Well, if I were able to switch on a discharge or scald,
But you don't want to
we're
get
so close to
electrocuted.
we're so close to a rapid spin drop kick though.
Yeah, but if you get para or burned, you just lose.
Oh yeah.
What about going back to Roserade? Because since you're faster, it's probably going to want a Thunder Wave before it Ice Beams. I mean, it's random, right?
Yeah.
Because it'll see Thunder Wave for speed control, and then Ice Beam would just be damage.
This thing has fucking leftovers. You need to not forget that.
Ooh. Roserade might not be able to 1v1 it then.
Yeah, what does deal with this? I mean, it's like
Well,
kind of our grass
I
types, but
maybe if you get a little chip on it with Togi, and then you could probably get Roserade in, because it's going to want to Scald on Togi, and it's fine if you get burned on Roserade. You can like fake out into U-turn, get some chip, put it into um Roserade's attack. Magical Leaf, that's what it's called.
yeah. And then at that point,
So you try to get like Togi on a discharge, and then you fake out U-turn on the Scald, get Roserade in.
yeah, probably. And then you just need Cherry Berry.
And that should be fine. You're gonna risk the freeze, but I think you're gonna risk the freeze, you know?
Yep. What else is here?
Big man Rotom.
Big man Rotom.
I mean, it actually looks like Electros might handle it fine. Can Thunder Punch it 3 times. Well,
The old Willow
maybe
West.
not. Yeah.
Why does everything have discharge?
Spring is the electric type gym.
So,
Fair enough, I guess. How much do you take from a hex when you're burned?
on this thing,
Yeah.
450.
How much are you dealing? Well, you might be able to like Thunder Punch, Sludge Bomb. I don't think that kills, but
30, 30. Yeah, probably not.
But probably gonna have to be that. We deal with zero aura.
okay. So the way you deal with Zero Aura is you burn it with Talonflame on like a Grass Knot or close combat. This is like just the way you deal with Zero Aura. Um, you burn it with Flame Body, and then you chip it down with Togedemaru.
Putting a lot of faith in getting that burn.
It's 30%. And you should have wiggle room.
Oh well, I guess I'll have a ground type.
Yeah, you just pivot. You're definitely probably bringing both of your ground types. You know?
Right. I just pivot into this,
So,
into Donphan, into
and then you
this.
go on the Grass Knot and you just go through there until you burn, and then you can start bringing in Togi on the Plasma Fist or Grass Knot or whatever.
Oh right. You just iron barbs it down.
Yep.
Iron barbs and fake outs.
Yep. And that is just how you have to deal with Zero Aura. You could probably do that with, in a riskier way, you could do that. You could do it with Masquerade, probably. You Intimidates instead, but you have Talonflame, so I would just do it with Talonflame.
Yeah, just get the burn. Yeah,
It's a
especially
pretty
since it's...
riskless way to deal with Zero Aura.
No, yeah, because it's just going to be clicking Grass Knot, 4% damage over and over again.
Yeah. And
Okay,
with
and then
Roost,
there's...
you can... Well, you're slower, so never mind. Ignore what I was going to say.
With Roost, I can just die to Plasma Fists.
Yeah. Which is why I said ignore. Ignore me. Look at this thing.
How does one deal damage?
Aerosec does completely wall this thing.
Gonna take a lot of Giga Drains.
I mean, you can spore it too.
It does have coil.
It only has 5 of them though.
5 coils?
The other thing you could do is do Serena and just spam Chop Kick.
Oh yeah. Oh, it never gets its thing up.
Yeah, then you can keep its attack stat down. You risk like Drain Punch crit. But they're still like 4-shotting it, probably. The other thing is Breloom, but you can't pre-poison Breloom, so...
Yeah.
If you could pre-poison Breloom, I would probably say go Breloom all the way.
Yeah.
But
But we have more Pokemon. We still have 2 more Pokemon to figure out.
yeah. The nice thing with Ampharos is it's probably just going to be Donphan here, which you already have. Oh my god, that does so much fucking damage. Um, you're sturdy though.
Wait, I am? Since when?
That's what it says in the calc.
I just never thought about it, though. I
Yeah,
mean, I am
we should
sturdy.
have been. Okay, I think if you manage to keep Donphan at exactly 100 health, which honestly should not be that hard, I don't think. Because you should only be baiting, you should only be switching into Zero Aura Plasma Fists.
Yeah, if I just have soft sand.
Yeah, that would be risking Para on Dragon Breath, but you might just have to.
Oh, why does Dragon Breath para?
Because
That's so gross.
so which one's more likely? Let's figure that one out. We two-shot with
Oh, I just Dynamaxed for some reason.
awesome. So what's more likely? Is Dragon Breath 30%?
Oh, you need me to check this.
I'm looking. It is 30. It looks like. What gen is this? It's probably Gen 8. Yeah, 30. And then what's the likelihood of...
Jeez.
And then what's the likelihood we two-shot without soft sand? Okay, so you definitely go soft sand, right? The only problem with that is you might have to sack something. I
Something
don't know if you
what?
can ever successfully braid discharge over Dragon Breath. Sack something to Ampharos. Maybe Parasect. Because I'm gonna be honest. This fight is probably the last useful thing Parasect does, if I had to guess.
Hephaestus is non-mega Empress. Because that does matter.
Yeah, it does. Look at non-mega, yeah.
Um,
Well, you can check everything with non-mega. Like if you manage to kill with Togi, is it going to be discharge if?
yeah, it's always waiting discharge on Togi. As long as it's healthy.
Yeah.
Why does everything have discharge?
Because spring. This is the electric type gym.
Yeah, but what happened to good old-fashioned Thunderbolt?
That's definitely too strong for this point of the game. 90 base power? Come on.
Yeah, but like, isn't it 10% versus 30% para chance?
I think so. Thunder Punch is only 10%, and Plasma Fist can't even para.
Okay. Yeah, I guess everything doesn't have discharge.
Now the problem is, how do you kill this thing?
With Diggersby?
Because you might need... Yeah, but then we have to figure out what you get rid of. I will say, I don't think you can successfully try to make Diggersby deal with two things.
Yeah.
I think Diggersby has to be your dedicated Magnezone answer. If it lives, great. If it dies, well, it's Diggersby.
So, if I am on the first turn of Dig because it decided to explode, it's gonna bring in something faster, right?
Mm-hmm. Lantern wouldn't see kill. It would be Zeraora, right?
It would be Zera Aura. We could do 30% with Dig.
Ig 30. I mean, Diggersby would just be dead.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's a roll. If it lived, right?
No, we go faster. Diggersby wouldn't be dead.
Oh, true.
So Diggersby would get damage and then switch out on random move Most likely. Oh wait, no, it would still be at full, so it would be
No,
close
it would
combat.
still be close combat, so you can go into yeah, you could go in here. It would get chunked, but I think that's fine. Downflame only needs to pivot on Zero Aura this fight, right?
Yep. Otherwise, it's going to be at like half-ish,
Yeah.
and Magnezone. Like I'll be at half-ish. Well,
If
if it
Magnezone
decides to
goes for
explode on
Flash
this,
Cannon,
if it decides to explode the second turn, it would
then
be
Diggersby's dead.
Diggersby's dead as fuck, and then we can
But if it
switch in.
decides to, and then you would just switch into your Lantern answer, right? It should just be right down the line.
Why would I switch? No, I would switch into Talonflame to get the KO to Beta and Zero Aura, right?
Wait, what?
Like if Diggersby, if Magnezone explodes turn 2,
Yeah.
I have to switch
There's
something
nothing on
in.
the field. Magnezone would
Oh,
explode. It's dead.
it's
It would just go
also
Lantern.
dead.
Yeah.
Why am I
It would just
thinking
go.
that I would still have to deal
Oh,
with
okay.
it?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
would,
No. That's why I think Diggersby, because at this point Diggersby's very sackable. You know.
yep.
So if Diggersby lives, that's great. If it doesn't, it sucks, I guess.
But it doesn't ruin anything if it does die. Like for this
Yeah,
fight.
exactly.
Like I don't
It
wipe if
honestly
this
might make
randomly dies.
it, it might make the fight better if it dies, because then you go hard Togi, get your fake out, get your U-turn, you let Roserade deal with it. I'm just curious, is there ever a world where Roserade manages to deal with both Electros and Lantern? There's not, right?
Roserade?
Yeah.
Probably not, with the amount of damage it's going to take from ice beams. But I just realized Donphan, the only thing we were using it against was Ampharos, right?
Yeah, but it does have to be at full health for Ampharos.
Right. But what if we used... Wait, why does it need to be at full health? Oh, for the
30.
crit. But crit doesn't KO... Oh, wait, but I would be damaged. It's a problem.
Yeah.
So crit could KO.
You need to keep your sturdy for this fight.
I was just thinking if Diggersby could deal with us.
Like, I mean, you could try to bait an Ampharos early, but
Oh,
if,
this was
at
with
least
soft sand. Never mind.
if at least when I have done this fight, I've had a very difficult job baiting uh, Ampharos early. Just with its coverage, it's like usually something else is going to want to come out before Ampharos comes out.
Yeah.
Just
Ampharos
because
is
it's
almost certainly
slow
last.
and regular Ampharos doesn't see kill on like anything.
Yep.
So usually when I have done this, Ampharos comes out very last.
So most of the time, it's going to be Lantern. Some of the time, it could be Zera Aura if we're dealing with Magnezone with Diggersby.
Mm-hmm.
And then against Lantern into Diggersby, it's going to want to Scald. And that's where we had...
That to switch to Togi.
Well, if Diggersby lives, but it takes like a flash cannon, then we probably have to go through like Roserade once, and then into Togi. No, that doesn't work either though, because you need to get Togi in on an electric move. That sucks.
I mean, this doesn't take too much damage to an Ice Beam. Oh, but then it's
No,
random
but you
move,
still
so it
don't want
doesn't
it to
matter.
freeze.
What are you talking about? This
Is
this never clicks a move. It doesn't matter if this was frozen.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
But then you're baiting. Yeah, that's still a problem though. Are you
it's baiting
still
random move.
always? Are you always sacking Diggersby this fucking fight?
Because if we
No,
just
I guess
sack,
not. I guess the only time you wouldn't sack Diggersby is if you press dig and then it explodes turn one. Because then Zero Aura could come in and you just switch out on that.
yeah.
But in like every other scenario, you sack Diggersby this fight.
I mean, that would get me the switch over to Roserade.
Yeah, because you just don't have a safe switch if Diggersby's in.
We need
It's
that.
actually, it's either, if you take a flash cannon, then it's Scald or Ice Beam.
Doesn't matter which one we're taking. 58-ish. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's just
I
baiting
think if you
random move
take
at that
damage
point.
on Diggersby and it, well, okay, what if you did Oran Berry and or Citrus Berry instead? You don't need. Oh no, you totally need Soft Sand here. Fuck, Diggersby sucks ass.
Yeah, it's kind of wild that I need soft sand, huh?
Yeah.
Then
Wait,
I
but
need.
Donphan needs something.
Well, Donphan could be muscle band, right? Donphan
Oh,
could be
okay, yeah,
muscle
yeah, yeah.
band, so like.
I mean, also, worst thing, no, because Custap Berry. Never mind, you can't just.
Oh, what does Cut Berry do?
It like raises its priority by 1.
What? I thought Cut was just go first in your priority bracket.
Maybe it is. You know, I think I was watching Peach Out today. And he was like, what it actually does, it just raises your speed to like 9999 or something.
First in his priority bracket, yep. First in
So it
its
doesn't
priority
actually like
bracket. It
it
doesn't
doesn't
beat
like
Quick
actually
Attack.
change speed.
It does not beat Quick Attack.
Yeah, so you can always dig into Quick Attack, but you need Soft Sand, which is fucking wild.
No, we don't.
Oh, you don't? You could go
Dig.
Citrus Berry.
Yeah, and then I would be at full.
And then that's always Zero Aura. You go, yeah, you go
Oh!
fucking Citrus Berry.
Well, I'm at full unless it low rolls.
That's a fucking roll rolls, and then we still sack it. That's
Yeah.
so fucking sucks ass.
If Diggersby wants to be sacked, Diggersby is getting sacked. Is how I think this
Citrus
fight is
Berry.
going to go.
I think Diggersby with Citrus Berry gives us the least chance to have it get sacked, right?
Mm-hmm. We can always sack it later on the fight if we need to, but
That would probably be ideal, right? Like if we need to, we can sack it to Ampharos or something.
and if it
If
dies,
we,
then we just get our free switch into our grass type.
mm-hmm. It's not bad. We just need to figure out who we can drop now.
Okay, so if it's Zero Aura,
You're right.
it's always
Most
clicking
likely
close
it's gonna be
combat,
Zero
which means
Aura. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You go Talonflame.
we just go Talonflame and we start the grass knot baiting.
Yeah. So you go Talonflame, you go Donphan, you go Talonflame, you go Donphan till it burns.
Yep.
Then you start pivoting Togi, and you're gonna have to go because Togi's gonna bait close combat always, so you're gonna have to go Talonflame on the close combat. But
There's no world where we just let this thing die to burn, do we?
There might be.
Oh, we don't even
Depends
need to
how
get
much
it that low, because we can at least get it low enough for a quick attack to KO.
Oh,
Or I guess an
true.
Ice Shard. Talonflame
If
just
you
keeps
kill it with
taking damage.
Diggersby, what is it? Well, so I feel like
The
either
timing would be
killing.
fun to try to do that, though.
The nice thing is that you can try to, depending on what you want. If you want to kill it with burn, you can try to bait in something. I think you might have full control over what comes in after this.
If it's dying to burn, it would die on one of our ground types. Oh, but I guess we can quick attack KO. So yeah, we have our choice of either a ground type or Talonflame.
If Talonflame kills it, what comes in? Is it just Lantern for slow kill? No, you
Yeah.
don't want Talonflame to kill this thing. Because there's no way, just because it's a pivot mon, there's no way that it's going to be high enough health for Rotom to come in.
Yeah, we can bait it on the Scald. Which does give us our switch into Roserade.
Yeah. What if you did kill it with Togi though? Does that not bring in Electros? Electros, whatever?
Yeah, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it would be taking a little bit of damage.
How does Roserade deal with this if we have a bit of chip on it? Not well. Well, you can poison powder into. Poison powder is only 99% accuracy. 90% accuracy. I mean,
If it had no ability.
can't bring in Donphan still. Why is Bulldoze? Change it to Insomnia. Not other.
Probably not enough, especially with coils.
Mm-hmm. There's no way to successfully bait Diggersby in on the Thunder Punch, too.
Yeah.
And that's if Diggersby stays alive, too.
Right, yeah.
I feel like we don't want to plan this fight with Diggersby being alive
Alive?
in mind.
Yeah, no. That's right.
We want to, I think we want to plan this fight pretty much as a 5v5.
Do we need Togi? Like, do we actually need Togi?
I think you need it for pivoting.
It's like we're killing Zero Aura. If we kill it with Talon, you said it would go into Electros, right?
No, if you kill it with Togi, it goes into Electro. Because theoretically, you could also maybe try to deal with Rotom with Togi.
1 second.
Spring is gone.
I'm
Oh, and
back.
spring is back.
But, hmm.
It's just always this charge
Is
stalled if it's here.
is there a world you deal with Rotom with Togi? Slower, that's
Not
the only
really.
thing.
This was my Rotom answer?
Yeah.
I don't love the fact that we're just like pray you don't get Dragon Breath parried.
Yeah. I think it's kind of awesome.
What's a 70% chance that we just like wipe?
I don't think you wipe.
Or a 30% chance.
What? It Dragon Breath pairs, you go Togi, you fake out, you U-turn. And you kill it with something else.
Yeah, but para into full para is almost definitely just completely over.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, Watson's a bitch.
Which, like, at that point, I think it would be just better to be Cherry Berry.
But it's like...
Well, if we can get any amount of chip on it first.
Oh, did my stream disconnect?
Not on Discord.
Weird. I just got a notification from OBS that it was trying to reconnect.
Looks like it's still live on YouTube, too.
Yeah, it like was down and then back up like pretty quickly, so I think we're good. We just commit to sacking Diggersby. Get the chip. Or
I
Toby can
mean,
get the chip.
yeah, I think we are... I think we already are committing to sacking Diggersby. I think if you manage to bring Parasect too, you can also sack that if you need. If you have 2 sacks on this fight, and it's Diggersby and Parasect, I don't think that's that bad.
Yeah, but where are we cutting?
I don't even know. So I think you probably are cutting Parasect. How many scales do you have?
Are they? One?
Did you pick up the one on the beach?
I thought I did.
There's another one on the beach outside this town.
Oh, I did. Yeah, no, I've used two.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've used Talonflame
Yeah,
Speed
you might.
and U-Turn.
Hmm. Yeah, you might want to save that last one. But what about? Is there any?
Wait, what? Is there a world where, like... No, that does not make a difference.
What if you did 36 on Roserade, maybe? And then is then there a world where it deals with both? God damn,
Probably
this thing
not.
sucks.
Yep. No, like, random moves I get, are there?
Think so?
Whoa, what just happened? Nope. Nope. You get toxic.
I mean, honestly, that might let it deal with uh Electros.
That would let us just kind of like pivot around to deal with them.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, if we're not bringing Paris, that lets us toxic, take an ice beam. That gets us really low.
Well, no, what if you bait Electros first?
What about Electros?
You bait an Electros first, you go toxic. You're level 36.
Yeah.
Um,
You just get one
you go
toxic
toxic.
off and then you swap around.
Well, you could also Venoshock once, maybe. Because remember, it might coil too.
Well, if we swap between... Wait, no, because this is baiting Aquatail. That's still baiting Aquatail. Everything dies to Aquatail. Got it.
Not Togi, right?
Oh, it not
Oh.
dies, just like takes too much damage.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah.
Togi's not bulky enough to deal with that.
Oh, Togi does get fake out.
What if you did a berry? What if you? What about Serena? What if you leveled that up? 36.
What's the point of
Doesn't run
speeding?
around.
What?
Does it outspeed? Yeah,
Wait, it does.
it does. So then you get this thing in on a discharge.
And that kind of deals with both. As long as
I
you don't
think
get
it
crit.
might. Serena is also maybe more sackable Pokemon at this point too, if you can
Yeah.
like. Because what I think you probably do. Well, you still. I was gonna say you might want to do Lantern first, but you still might want to do that second just in case you get Ice Beam frozen.
Right. Not this page. Just want to double check.
Yeah, you don't get anything.
But you with Serena also you might be able to get away with Citrus instead of Cherry. Like I know it's like, well, I don't know. It depends.
I'm certainly not getting it to click discharge. The lantern.
What is Lantern? Um, yeah.
Honestly, if we're burned,
Oh, you're still kind of fine.
we just take too much damage.
Yeah, but
Right?
at that point, if you successfully deal with Electros and you have to sack Serena to Lantern, it probably is at that point able to just like go back into Togi and
Oh wait, no, no,
rip
no.
it down.
This is fine with citrus. Yeah. Because so here's the thing: as long as it doesn't get like if it gets burned, we're kind of fine because then we can't get paralyzed or frozen. So
Frozen and
3 hitting is
invulnerable.
probably okay.
Well, no, it's still two shots with Ice Beam.
Right, but
Well, I guess
we
it's a roll. No, well, it's
no.
still two shots with Ice Beam.
Well, Trop kick, take an ice beam, trop kick. Oh yeah.
Well, with
But then we
Citrus
just sack it.
Berry,
Then we just sack it and we can swap.
true. With Citrus Berry, I think you can get away with it too.
Well, Scald, burn probably will kill us. Although it's a roll. I think that's the best thing to do though.
Scald, Burn, yeah. If
Scald
that's
burn
what you,
damage, Ice Beam burn
I,
damage, Ice Beam burn damage is almost certainly KOing.
yeah. That one's up to you. Because, I mean,
At that point, we're just clicking drop kicks until we can swap to something else.
or it dies and we, like,
No, that's
kill
what
it
I
with,
mean, until it dies.
yeah.
If only you had
And then
any
we,
attacking move.
yeah, that's the one problem with Talonflame. Fake out U-turn and then maybe go, well,
We just hope this thing's still alive and can quick attack.
yeah, right? That's what... Or you pray for crits.
Yeah, that's if I get burned.
Oh, but Serena's not going to be at fucking full health.
Huh?
Serena also needs to deal with the Electros.
Right.
That being said, I do think you still go Citrus.
Well, I was just dealing with Electros then.
You spam Chop Kick. I think you get Electros out first. Because if you need... If you have to, you press low sweep on Lantern.
What does low sweep do? Speed?
Yeah, that'll drop it to -1, I think.
Why does that matter?
It gives you a better chance at steering.
Oh, it puts it at -1, and then I can switch in anything that's faster than that. Yeah, I can switch in Donphan and Bulldoze.
Well, that is if it's low enough, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Do I... So wait, so if we kill...
Zeraora.
With Togedemaru. Because I do think we want to bait Electros first.
Doesn't deal more than it takes. But it outspeeds. No, that would just beat Rodon Fan, wouldn't it?
Well, no, if we're pivoting Togi on attacks, it's going to chip it down into Electros range.
It's taking a Grass Knot and that's it.
Wouldn't it have to take 2, probably?
No, because we would be killing it with Fake Out.
But you're still going to have to pivot Togi in.
Why?
Unless you... I mean, I guess if you want to keep it at full health, but why wouldn't you just bait it in, take 2 Grass Knots, and then you're always baiting Electros?
Because we're not even always baiting it then. We need to take 3. I'm just trying to figure out, because I don't think we need Togi.
But do you not want to get... What would be coming out instead?
So if we kill it with... I mean, if we kill it with Talonflame, it's most likely just going to be Lantern. Lantern's going to click Discharge or Scald. We're just going to Roserade, right?
No, you don't have Roserade, first of all. And I think you want to...
No, I'm just saying, if we just don't have...
Oh.
If we just don't have Togedemaru.
Yeah. Yeah, Togedemaru.
Yeah, I fucking hate my... Stream's over, guys. Stream's over.
Sorry, what were you saying?
No, if we kill...
It doesn't matter who kills it, right? Like, if who's out when it dies.
No, it does matter, because if we kill it with Donphan, it's always clicking Scald. So it's always going to Lantern, and then it's always clicking Scald.
Yeah.
That lets us switch to Roserade.
Okay.
And just Magical Leaf twice.
Yes.
And then that baits Rodon Fan. It's going to click Air Slash.
Yes.
We could... No, crit will probably KO. There's a world where we could probably go into Talonflame to bait a Discharge. Oh wait, no, because Air Slash would just KO. Actually, Air Slash is fine if we're switching in Electros.
Slash, right?
What?
You want air slash, not discharge.
Yeah, no, that's what I realized. Is air slash is just better, and then we just go into
The problem,
Electros.
the problem is Rosary doesn't kill.
57% after leftovers recovery.
I mean, I don't like those odds, but if you like those odds, because
Problem
Rosary
is that we
definitely needs Cherry Berry.
and that's if it clicks Ice Beam twice, because it could just Thunder Wave, as long as Scald doesn't burn, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. So Scald Burn is bad.
But then it Ice Beams. If we have it at half, actually, if we get one off, this thing with Citrus just like always deals with this.
If you're having Rosary deal with Lantern, you also can keep Serena at level
35,
25,
yeah.
probably. And at that point, you might as well just bring out Parasect, right?
Hmm?
If you're having Rosary deal with the Lantern and Serena deal with the Electros, you might as well just use Parasect instead of Serena, right?
Well, the idea would be that depending on how our luck goes, we could swap. Because we're taking an Ice Beam, we can switch to Talonflame and then into Serena. Probably not the best idea. But like... Oh, Serena only outspeeds if we level up, right.
Then you would have to level it up, which is not the worst thing in the world.
Ice Beam crit plus Scald would KO. I'm just clicking around to make sure nothing else deals with this fucking thing. Hmm.
Huh. Actually, we could take one ice beam to get a toxic off.
Mm,
No.
yeah, is it not just better to magical leaf twice though?
I was trying to figure out if there's like a world where you can swap around, but it just does too much damage with ice beam is the problem.
I mean, Roserade is not the worst stack here either. This thing kind of sucks.
Time to hard scale the special attack. Sounds awful.
Does sound like a bad idea, in my opinion. I would rather just get 2 magical leaves off and then go into Serena after it dies.
Yeah. If it dies.
Yeah, which is not guaranteed, but like 6 special attack, not technician, like
Yeah.
8 speed is that? This thing's bad.
It's
Like,
also likely to just Thunder Wave and we're fine.
yeah, right?
And then either
But that
way,
is
we're
a big,
baiting a Air Slash when we switch over to Electros.
which is good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we just click a couple Thunder Punches into Crunch.
Yeah, so then if you do that, what comes in on Electros? It's probably just their Electros, right?
Unless
Make
there's a
sure you're
world
make sure
where...
you're checking regular Ampharos here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, that does no damage.
Oh, yeah,
uh,
it's always Aqua Tube, right?
yeah, it's always Electros Aquatail.
Or Coil. But then you just go Serena and you're A-OK. That's actually really good.
Yeah. And we just drop kick it a bunch. And then that always brings in
And you're gonna be
Ampharos.
Citrus Berry.
Yeah, we'll be Citrus Berry. And then Ampharos, and
Okay,
we
and
just
then
go...
this brings up the other problem now. Then what happens?
Then we're over half, and we get to low sweep at once.
Or you could Teeter Dance. Fuck the low sweep. I'm pressing Teeter Dance.
Well, no, as long as we chip it, this can be Cherry Berry.
Oh! I mean, that's another sack, but yeah, yeah, yeah.
If we manage to keep Talonflame healthy enough, it could switch on a Dragon Breath, but I don't want to risk the crit, so let's not do that.
I don't think that's happening. If Diggersby's alive, then... But if that's if Diggersby's alive.
The problem is we have no way to beat Discharge this way.
Were we doing it before? We weren't, right? We were just going Togi. But even that probably wasn't consistent.
Yeah, we can't even U-turn after it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, your best bet is probably just to sack something else. This is gonna be a bloody fucking Watson.
Uh,
Unless you can, I don't think you can. If you can get the Ice Shard kill, that's just gonna be really hard.
we're baiting Drain Punch. That's a pretty safe switch into Talonflame, which baits the Thunder Punch. So if we could go Trop Kick, low sweep, not
Yeah,
kill it after Leftovers recovery, that gets it to
yeah.
-1, and we could knock off KO it.
And that's definitely gonna KO though.
Was that?
That's definitely gonna KO.
That's the fun part.
That's my. I just feel like we fucking lose this fight if Donphan is not at full HP. That's how I think. Like,
Well, if it's in the red. Okay, so let's math this. Trop Kick does 42 to
that's
51.
yeah.
And if we're clicking 2 of those, so 42, 51, 42, 51. I'm starting to write it down. Then that means it's either taken 84 or 101 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also healed 1/16 of its HP each turn, right?
Yes.
So 112 divided by 16 is exactly 7. So it's healed 14 either way. So it's at 70 or 115. No, 70 is wrong. I dealt damage to it. It would be 98 to 115. If it's 98 to 115, let's say 98. That's the wrong number. Wait, what? Oh no, it's taken that much damage. Jesus Christ. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, I did do this math backwards. It's taken 84, which means it's taken 70, or it's taken, if it heals 14 from 101, it's taken 87 damage. So it's taken 70 to 87 damage. 112 minus 70 is, it's at 42 to, and then 87. Wait, no. 112 minus 87. Right. So it's at between 25 and 42 HP. If it's at 25, low sweep always KOs. Oh, we Trop Kick low sweep?
Maybe drop kick and low sweep twice. The problem is if it coils. This is inconsistent.
Oh, yeah, it's totally inconsistent. Yeah, this doesn't work. We just have to kill it with
No, I think
Serena.
you just have to kill with Serena.
But then the problem is we're in the situation where we have to sack something.
Yes.
Because there's no way to get Donphan in.
Yes. I don't know what you sack. It's probably Electros or Serena. Or Diggersby if it's alive, but... 'Cause I don't think a sack on Serena would be that terrible here.
Teeter dance, fuck it, we ball.
Peter Dance might not. Peter Dance might not be that bad.
Either it dies and we get the safe switch, or it hits itself.
No, we can't do that. It's insane. I thought you were talking about Electros, not Ampharos.
Oh, teeter dance on
Like we
the
can,
Electros.
which I don't think. I don't even think you have to do that. I think you just drop kick 3 to 4 times.
What I'm saying is we teeter dance on Ampharos and then go to Diggersby
If it's alive.
if it's alive.
That's fine. I think that's fine. If not, you can teeter dance and just spam low sweep. And hope.
And hope. Wait. Oh, the problem is not wanting to accidentally sack Talonflame.
Why would you accidentally sack Talonflame?
If we, because Talonflame's going to be pretty healthy, it could switch in on a Dragon Breath. It would just need to not get crit.
But then it's random move.
You're right. It doesn't actually bait discharge.
No. And I have a feeling without Togi, Talonflame's just going to be too low.
Oh, just because of the number of grass knots it needs to take.
Yeah, you're gonna depending on how long it takes you to actually proc Flame Body, you're probably taking like fucking at least 7 grass knots if I had to guess.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So you're probably not gonna have your Citrus Berry.
If we get this thing low enough, no, it still doesn't work. This Talonflame's going to be at too low.
I think you just sack.
This fight is fucking stupid.
I fucking told you. We get on? We've been prepping this fight for like an hour and a half.
Now we're 21 minutes.
Awesome. That's not that bad.
Diggersby dig.
Yeah.
Honestly?
Just don't let Diggersby die. Like, Diggersby just won't die.
If Diggersby... No, that map doesn't math. It could. If this thing just explodes on the first turn, it makes everything easy.
Easy-ish, yeah.
Well, no, because then you switch in Diggersby, take the Dragon Breath, heal back up to full, dig,
Yeah.
take a Dragon Breath, and then dig again.
Oh, yeah. I would, yeah, you're right.
And it probably still dies.
Yeah. Diggersby always dies this fight. And if Diggersby does die to Magnezone, we just decide what to sack in the moment.
Yep. I guess, actually, there's a world, like, we can't plan on it, but there is a world where, like, we're baiting Drain Punch and we know it hasn't taken damage. Or, wait, is there a world where we... Toxic Electros to get the KO on it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Did we not already have this conversation about poisoning Electros?
Yeah, probably.
I think like twice. You want to kill this thing with poison so fucking badly.
I want to kill this thing with Donphan on the field, is what I want to do.
But the
It
problem
just,
with
like,
that is that
doesn't
you would
work.
also have to... You would have to level Roserade up. And then you would have to get in Electros before you get in...
Yeah,
No, that
no,
doesn't
it
even
doesn't
fucking
work.
No, because fucking Roserade is always just going to be too fucking low.
Yeah, it
Or...
never works.
Or if Roserade isn't too fucking low, Electros came out too early and it's never going to bait an Ampharos.
Right. But if we could just put it to sleep. Oh, wait. That doesn't work. Oh, actually, yeah, the way to do this safely is we need damage on Ampharos in order to actually get the two-shot with Bulldoze and have a Cherry Berry.
Oh, true.
So we're just sacking
So
anyway.
you just have to sack Serena. You always sack Serena.
Yeah, there's no world where we...
Unless you have Diggersby alive. Then you could probably go Diggersby.
Fuck it. I'm ready to just get this over with and end the run. I'm ready for this run to end.
No. This run doesn't end here. You're gonna lose like 3 Pokemon, maybe. But this
Up
run
to
does
3.
not end here. Yeah, maybe. Diggersby is getting hit with the citrus berry.
What else do we need? Electros is still
Rossberry.
Rossberry, which it should already have. What is Talonflame Citrus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it extra wiggle room. And then Cherry on Serena.
Wait,
What?
why?
Thunder Punch?
It's never gonna click Thunder Punch.
Oh, you're right. I just never updated it to Citrus. Or is it safer to be... No, Citrus is probably better, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the Roserade that's Cherry.
Citrus. No,
Oh,
that's
you
not.
don't have
That needs
a...
to be Ross.
Why did I think you still had a Rossberry? And the only thing we're spending is Pokemon this fight?
And a rare candy
Why?
on Serena.
For what?
If Roserade doesn't kill Lantern.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, we're using all these resources now, but we're gonna scale so hard.
I don't think we are.
We are. After we beat Norman, we're gonna scale so hard.
Where?
After Norman,
How?
by winning and getting more Pokemon.
Oh, we scale by having more Pokemon, not by actually doing anything good.
Yeah. But we're gonna scale so hard.
You know, fucking rare candy on this?
I think you played a win.
So we don't rare candy, because we're gonna win anyway. It literally only just makes this line safer.
Yeah. If Roserade doesn't kill Lantern, what the fuck are you killing it with?
Nothing.
Talon? No way Talon gets the kill. Right?
68 plus 68 minus leftovers. So 3, 3.
You
6
also
and 6.
There's also the chance you get fucking Ice Beam crit, blah blah blah, Scald burned.
Fine. Okay, I'm locking it in.
Yeah, I agree. Go.
Ready for
You
this?
should turn sound on and swap screens.
I should. Wait, did I?
I hear it on stream, but now I don't.
Nope, that's not what I want. Go back to settings. I'm pretty sure I... Wait, is it just... Oh, I'm just dumb.
I hear it
So,
now. Yeah.
so I thought this was sped up, and this wasn't, because of the electricity moving so fast that it, like, looks slower.
Oh.
But I should have realized the sound. I thought for a second I had unmuted speed up, but kept non-speed up muted.
That's funny.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yep.
Leading Diggersby. And click and dig.
Yeah, and it's gonna live. It's gonna fucking live. Mark my word.
This battle
Knock
is
on
so fucking
knock on wood.
cursed.
I'm telling you, Watson's a piece of shit. This is how every fucking Watson fight is.
We're
Like,
losing 0 to 3 Pokemon.
You're losing 2 to 3 Pokemon. Let's be real.
There's a world where 0 happens. Okay, we're click and dig.
Always dig.
You hadn't dug a hole.
Fucking press explode. Okay. So just press flash cannon again.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Which means we sack Yan.
No, you quick attack.
No, not right now.
Oh. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
dead yet.
I was gonna say. I was like... Good job using that Custap berry, Bang the Zone. Fucking piece of shit.
And this should be Zero Aura. And it's always clicking close combat. And we're
Oh yeah, I
just
totally
going...
forgot. You're taking a fucking close combat too. You definitely need or citrus on this thing.
Yeah. But now we just play the swap game until this thing is dead.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a bit.
Oh, it's at minus. That's good.
You might be able to kill this with an ice shard.
At some point.
Oh. Crazy fight.
We're gonna be here a while.
I remember one time I fought Watson. I didn't have Talonflame, but I had a Flame Body Rapidash. The Flame Body did not activate. The Rapidash fucking died. I lost that fight.
Oh, Jesus.
It was maybe the unluckiest I've ever gotten in this game.
Nope, not that. Switch 2 is getting switched in a lot.
At least twice, yeah. I kind of love the name just Switch 2 on Dawn Fan.
There it is. A deluge of
This is
ions.
a fun game.
It doesn't run out of PP at some point and click something else, does it?
Nope. I'm checking now. No, Grass Knot has 32 PP.
And Plasma Fists?
It's 24. Yeah,
Oh, we're
you're not
fine.
PP snowing this thing. And Plasma Fist, I think, should be fully maxed out on PP too, so it's probably even more than that.
The revolving door of Pokemon.
Yeah. I guess you probably could have gotten away without Citrus Berry, but I don't see why you wouldn't have gone Citrus Berry on this thing. I'd love a full health team and Talonflame at fucking 50%.
I mean, realistically, the Citrus Berry let me take like 10 more Grass Knots or something like that.
It also plays around crit. Like if you got close combat crit, that would have been bad.
Yeah.
So how much damage does an Ice Shard do to this thing at -1?
19 to 23%.
Yeah, we have a little longer.
Yep.
How much does burn do? Is it 16%?
Yeah, 1/16.
No, I mean, fucking 6%?
Yeah. We're halfway there.
Okay, great. So it's probably been like 10 turns now? So what's... At least we know exactly when we can Ice Shard.
Once it's in the red.
Yeah. Big crit.
Yeah, if it's in the red, it always KOs.
Yeah. I love how chill this part of the fight has been.
It's
And
the
I know in
easy
one
part of the fight.
I know in one Pokemon this is gonna all go to shit.
Oh yeah, we're guaranteed losing at least one at this point.
One more switch?
No, I think we need 2 more. Oh no, we don't. And we wanted to kill this with Donphan, right?
I don't think it mattered. But I think Donphan always baits Skull, which I think is slightly better.
Oh yeah. No, that is better. So we Ice Shard. Okay. Lantern's going to Scald. We are going into Roserade.
Yes. This is the scary fucking part of the fight. I hate this.
That's the wrong Pokemon!
Don't you dare fucking burn. And that's why we have Citrus Berry on this thing. But it wants to Ice Beam now, always? Can you go Talon once? Or no,
Yep.
is Talon too low?
No, Talon. We can go into Talon. This does at most 51. But then it's baiting random
Wait.
move.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Fuck me. Just click too quickly
I
to
think
the
you-
wrong grass type. I knew it was Roserade too.
I think you have to go Talon here, though. And just hope.
Random move and just hope it's not Ice Beam when I switch to Roserade.
Yeah. Well, it's only 1 out of 3.
Yep, let's do it. Huge frozen.
It doesn't matter.
Hmm?
It doesn't matter.
If it's the worst roll possible at not seeing Ice Beam. Either way, we're going here. Discharge, okay.
Okay. That might be best. Or might be worst. Well, it's not worse. That's bad.
Yeah, no, it's not clicking Thunderwave. No, it could be clicking Thunderwave still. It's just going to outspeed us if it does. We're clicking Magical Leaf.
Anyway, we're gonna hit this fucking roll.
Now we just need to hit through Paralysis.
Yep. And hit a high roll, right?
Basically, yeah. Or crit.
Well, you hit. It's kind of the important part. So this is a dead Roserade?
I mean, we could switch to Diggersby.
I think you want to save Diggersby.
No, we just sack this
Because there's-
Diggersby after this.
No, you want to go. You want to go. You want to go Serena after this.
No, I more meant Diggersby's just gonna die.
Oh yeah, but I think you want Diggersby to die later.
Diggersby lives a Ice Beam. But the problem is it's
Okay.
not... Quick Attack doesn't KO, does it? Yeah, because Quick Attack only does 12%. Yeah.
And you're not faster.
I'm not faster now.
It turns so weirdly quick. I think you just sack Roserade here. This thing sucks.
Yeah, just commit to... We're sacking Roserade, Serena. We're sacking both our grass type. Oh, no, we have 2 other grass types.
I mean, yeah, they're not
Yep.
great. But granted, I don't think any of your grass types in this box are great, but 07.
07s indeed. But this lets us go into Serena and Dropkick, and we're already in... Oh, wait, no. Because it's going to be Rotom next.
Yeah. Rotom doesn't ever want to X here, does it?
No.
Like I don't think we can really play around it, but
When we Dropkick... Take a little bit of Burn Chip. And then this is always Air Slash. We go into this thing, and we just click some Thunder Punches. Oh, it's just clicking hex.
You did not.
I... Oh.
Can you go Diggersby here, actually?
Yep. Yeah, just Diggersby and takedown.
Yeah, I guess this could be air slash, but
Of course, it's air
nice.
slash. Well,
You
air slash crit is like a 50-50 to KO.
does
Oh, well, it will definitely
are
KO
you
with
slower?
recoil. Yeah, I'm slower.
You not just quick attack twice here then?
Yes, I do. Just don't crit.
Cool.
It's going to take a lot of drop kicks to get through this.
Yeah.
Crit's nice.
That was a crit.
You just have to keep clicking drop kick.
Yeah. Maybe it'll coil? Maybe not.
We just have to sack this.
Yeah, no, there's that's actually good. I mean, another drain punch into burn probably kills. If that doesn't just straight up kill. What's the move? Does Diggersby outspeed?
Yep.
Okay. And I guess it's that, right?
This motherfucker's at +1 defense.
Yeah,
So
but it
take
is at like
down...
-4, -3 attack?
I think -3. Aqua Tail does 24 to 30%. So Aqua Tail always KOs.
Yeah, especially after a takedown.
And takedown... Knockoff does not do it.
Well, it is at minus.
We just don't get credit.
Don't think. Yeah, I don't think you're quite out yet.
We just have to not get crit twice on Switch 2 if we sacrifice Yen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this fucking sucks.
We're gonna crit a takedown right now.
Holy shit.
Told you. Literally
Foil?
told you.
No, Aquatail. This thing's gonna be higher than 9 to 11%, huh?
I was really hoping that that takedown crit killed.
Yep. Me too. We just have to knock off here and not get
Yeah, I
crit.
don't think you knock off Ice Shard, right?
Okay, we just need to dodge one more crit. Oh, we don't have bonus damage on this. Fuck me.
So you need to dodge a crit, and you need to
Hit the
the
roll.
range.
Bulldoze.
No. Switch 2, use Switch 2 Blast. No. Oh fuck. It has Mold Breaker. Sturdy wouldn't have. I'm so fucking stupid.
What?
The crit
Oh!
went right through Sturdy. That's not the range.
Oh, almost certainly not.
You need to crit. This plan was flawed from the start.
We just need to max high roll.
Yeah. Or crit.
It's like 2 and 16. Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Oh god. Well, we were likely to lose 3 Pokemon anyway, and it's the 3 that we planned on losing.
In all honesty, that wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Okay, I'm ending the stream.
Yeah, no, good. I think, yeah.